We're here live. We just had a great event here. All voices have been heard. All voices matter. Love Hills, Courtney Green is here. Can you tell us about what we just seen today?
Tonight we partnered with Freedom 424 to do a candlelight vigil. It was a pretty last-minute plan because we kind of just decided we needed to respond to the Epstein situation that was going on. So we put tonight together on our end in about a week. So we had about 6 days of planning, and it was awesome. Just coming out together, showing support, showing that we see survivors, showing that you're not defined by what you went through, and giving people a space to understand the severity of trafficking, but also that there's people who care. So that's what we're doing.
Wow, thank you. Can you tell us who you partnered up with so we know
yes,
exactly who helped out?
Freedom 424. I don't know their website, but I'm guessing it's freedom424.com.
Okay, we can finish.
They educate, raise awareness, and prevention for human trafficking.
Yes.
Right in Lynchburg.
We're here live. Thank you so much, Courtney Green. Keep fighting the good fight. I'll support.
Thank you for being here.
We're here live. Candid Talk. Anthony Train Johnson. I'm here with Kelsey today. She just spoke, very powerfully from a first-person experience, from basically a victim of abuse. Kelsey, that was powerful, and that was not easy to do. When you see an event like this going on, how does it make you feel to see this in Lynchburg, Virginia?
So I love that there's a community in Lynchburg, Virginia that is standing up for the voices of survivors, and that is also changing the narrative and not just waiting for things to happen and then coming in at the end, but proactively going into homes, educating families, educating children, teenagers, to stop the abuse before it starts.
Yes, definitely. And when you have something like this in a city like this, so much somehow controversy around just trying to fight the good fight. When you see that you can have people with different races and different genders here, does it give you any inkling of hope to having something be done to help these voiceless people out here, these children and abuse victims?
Yeah, it's always better when we can come together and be inclusive and lift up voices who have been marginalized by other people and by systems of oppression and call that out.
Okay, so now I'm guessing, like any of us, you're probably frustrated with the U.S. government with their handling of something like this, or how do you feel about basically having situations like the Epstein files or whatnot, and not really seeing our government be so proactive? How does it make you feel, or do you have any thoughts on just what's the actual, what's going on with everything across the globe with this?
So systems and policies weren't made to protect the individuals who are being abused. They are made to protect those who are in power, and normally the abusers. And so it really comes down to a lot of policy changes. Like anyone can have empathy and sympathize with survivors, but really it comes down to policy changes and holding abusers accountable, like changing the limits of statutation, like state by state, like making that all equal.
Look, that's very well said, Kelsey. Well, for one, we'd like to thank you for basically, doing so much good work out here with this event. Myself, I'm honored to be here. I'm a father of a 12-year-old daughter. So when something like this is happening, I'm here and I'm well invested. So Kelsey, we thank you and we appreciate you. We ask you just to keep fighting a good fight. We got your back. We'll support you.
Thanks, you too.
Thank you. This is live with Candid Talk. Anthony Train Johnson. This is Kelsey, and we're out. We're here live right now. We just experienced a very powerful event here in Lynchburg, Virginia. We want to thank, what is your name? Give your name here.
My name's Bee, like Bumblebee.
Okay. And who do you work for, so we know?
Yeah, I work for Freedom 424. We're an anti-human trafficking nonprofit in Lynchburg.
Yes, and today you partnered up with Love Hills, and you brought this city something that's very significant, a voice to the voiceless.
Yes.
How does it feel when you put something like this together and you see people come support?
I feel like I'm the girl on fire right now.
Yes.
No, it's so beautiful. I'm so encouraged to see everybody out here fighting for this. The most important thing with the Epstein files, there's millions of files, right? It's very easy to read through them and to get enraged because you're not seeing accountability, you're not seeing the justice. So it's so important for you to know that Freedom 424, we're out here fighting human trafficking every single day. This is our full-time job. We're committed to it. We're so grateful for everyone that came out. This was This was incredible.
Yes.
And thank you for coming out yourself. Thank you.
I'm honored to be here, honestly. I love the fact that we can have something like this in Lynchburg, Virginia.
Yes.
You know, because anywhere someone could need a voice, you know, or some type of help, you know, this is a thing that crosses borders all over the place. So I appreciate you. And for the people, if they want to help or support your company, could you tell them real quick?
Yeah, absolutely. Freedom 424, our website is freedom424.org. If you need any resources, we have a resource page. We also have a venue as well. So if you're looking for an event space, Venue 424 is on Bedford Avenue. So not only would you be booking an event, you would also the money would be going towards preventing and ending human trafficking. So
wow, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Well, like I said, I'm honored to be here. Thank you so much for putting this together. Lynchburg, Virginia, if you want to help, just join in. Keep the conversation going, keep awareness going, and let's try to fight the good fight.
Yes.
This is Candid Talk. My name is Anthony Train Johnson.
And I'm B.
And B. Thank you, B. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, B. First of all, what's your name? What's your name?
Simbi.
Santi.
You guys just performed so well today, letting all voices be heard. This is basically standing up against human trafficking, anything of the sort. So tell me, how does it feel when you perform for some type of event like this?
It's very humbling.
Yeah, it really is. It's very nice to be part of a community that actually cares about everything, you know, and like stands up for people and just makes sure to just let everyone feel seen, you know. So that's really good. That's really encouraging.
I'm guessing you guys can feel the emotion when you're performing in a setting like this. Does that contribute to your performances? Does it, you know, make you dig deeper, or does it take you to another place? How does it feel when emotion's so heavy at something like this?
For me, it makes me more sensitive to like the lyrics and what I'm singing, so I'm like trying to be careful about like the way that I am singing the song, trying to be sensitive to the experience for everyone. So
yes, and definitely very good to see something like this in Lynchburg and seeing you two young, very talented artists work. I guess lastly, what do you want the people to know or to do moving forward to help this crisis?
Oh my
That's a good
God.
question.
I know it's a lot. That's a lot, you know, but
Just like talk about it, like to actually like have conversations about what's going on. It's super uncomfortable, but it's like
And like it doesn't have to be like a huge thing.
Yeah.
Like you can start with your friends. You can start with your family. You can start with simple stuff, day-to-day things that you can do. Just conversations like that, and that's gonna make an impact. And people then are gonna start like standing up. You know.
That's very true. Very true.
Yeah.
Well, all right. We are here live with Andrew. We just went through a very powerful event here, basically trying to give a voice to the voiceless here. You know, fighting against human trafficking and things of that sort. Andrew, how do you feel when you come to an event like this?
I mean, when I was just talking to someone else, is the one thing that I look for in this event is just to see, like, just to be in a spot with people who feel the same way, you know, because it's tough to feel like, you know, you feel overwhelmed and helpless with there's so much bad news every day, like this is probably one of the worst devices ever invented, honestly. So just to be in a spot where it's like with other people who feel similarly, who also feel like that they want to make a change, like community is so important, you know, just get plugged into somewhere. You know, humans are a social, you know, species, creature, you know, so it's really important to find other people to uplift you.
Yeah, no question, Andrew. It just feels like the heart is not in the world anymore, you know. So times like this, seeing people like you saying that care like you care, you know, you're well invested. And how long have you been just invested in things like this? You know, a lot of people just turn a blind eye, they stay in their bubble. You're a man that just, you know, you venture out, you find out things going on in the world, it really affects you. Like, how do you feel? You know, is that what you normally, you know?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, since I was a kid, you know, I volunteered at a pregnancy center, you know, when I was like 12. My mom's always been super involved in that, so I've been kind of like aware of this, you know, probably before the age I should have been. You know, little things like that of being aware of the injustices in the world have kind of like, you know, carried into me in my adulthood as well. I want to encourage people where they're at, and that's kind of what I wrote down here a little bit, because there is so much negativity in the world, and it seems like that if you say like I want to make a change, like it's such on a huge scale, like to see these kinds of people get arrested would be great, but it's like, how are the day-to-day, you know, working class supposed to do that? And I just want to encourage you just to talk to the people in your community. Just like reach out to the people who are around you in the day-to-day you see, like the cashier at the store, you know, the couple, like go out of your way to talk to people you wouldn't normally talk to. The biggest thing that I've been trying to work on is just introducing yourself. Like ask people what their name is, you know. If you see someone like with a, you know, I'm a big music guy, I see them with a band shirt, you know, I'm like, hey, what's your name? You know, like, you know, where are you from? Like just talk to people and build community and just let other people know that they're not alone, because it's so easy to get trapped in the vortex of your phone and just feel isolated and helpless, and you need to be able to lift each other up. And I have one thing, one of my friends told me this, he confided with me, this was something from his journal, but it's really good. If the natural state of the world is evil, then be unnaturally good. And that's something that stuck with me. And you know, and it was just, you know, just one of those friends that you just have with you your whole life. Now this guy since I was a kid, and that's just stuck with me, and it's something that, you know, I've been trying to live out. You know, this is what, you know, here
that's powerful, man.
You hear words and it kind of changes the direction of your life. Those were one of those things. So I try to be unnaturally good in a world that's naturally evil.
Man, I tell you what, Andrew, every time I have conversations like this, it gives me a little hope for the world. You know what I mean? Still regular humans out here that have hearts, man. And Andrew, that was so well said. I appreciate you for this. You know, appreciate you for being here.
Absolutely,
appreciate you for taking this interview. Andrew, we thank you. This is Candid Talk. My name is Anthony Train Johnson. We appreciate Andrew, and thanks a lot, bro.
Appreciate you. You guys be good.
Thank you.